So I reiterate here, the bill is dead.
The story of this great city is about the years before this night. We are free!
Hey, Kong Hei Fa Choi, everyone. This is Muhammad Magdi from Ho Ho Hong Kong podcast. It's a new year. It's the year of the dragon.
Yeah, special dragon effects over there.
How were my tones on the Kong Hei Fa Choi?
I understood it.
Okay.
Yeah, I will not comment on the tone. I will comment on the comprehensibility.
Okay, correct
of the
me
tone.
and a lot of the other
Yeah.
listeners who say it probably like me.
Yeah.
Correct me with the tones.
It's 恭喜發財.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't. You were like,
Okay, yeah, mine was pretty flat. Okay,
Yeah.
I
But
agree.
I will be honest though, like we do have the privilege of, even if we say it really all wrong, just the fact that it's 4 words on
Yes.
this occasion, they're like, I bet he meant that. You know?
What could it mean? Like if I fuck up the tones,
Yeah.
what every individual word?
I guess, okay, the gong, it could be like, so if we keeping up the tones, the gong
Yeah.
could be like a male or like a old person.
Okay.
Or even work.
Yeah.
So gong jok gong, right? So you have gong and then hei could be like
Black?
rise up. And it won't be black, you know. But like
Blackmail.
blackmail coming quick, you know. It's like, what? What? I mean, why are you telling me that, you know?
Well,
so,
hey,
now-
in Mandarin is black. I don't know. It's not in Cantonese.
gong shi.
No, hey is
Hey.
like hey, like you
Oh
say
yeah,
hey
hak,
ren.
yeah, hak, yeah.
Yeah,
So in
hey ren.
Cantonese is hak.
Yeah, okay.
So okay, let's try to play with the tones. Okay, so
Yeah.
so gong, if I go to like gong or gong. So I say gong would be like together, right?
Right, okay.
And then gong hey and a thin. So hey would be like, let's say, thinning something out.
Okay.
So gong hey fat. Let me see, what else is there? Fat toy. No, there's not much to play with the
So
fat.
thinning together means what? Genocide.
Yeah,
Like killing
exactly,
a lot
yeah.
of people.
Exactly.
Thinning the herd.
So if someone told me like gong hey
Yeah.
fat could also be hair.
Okay.
Yeah, we're getting somewhere. So you can thinning
so
your hair together.
Thinning your hair together. Yeah.
And then maybe choi could be like vegetables.
Choi can be so many things.
So many
right?
things. Yeah, choi could be vegetables or choi, as in money, and then joy could be kind of a bad tragedy.
Okay,
So,
yeah. Thinning your hair
fat
together.
joy. Yeah, hey, right over there.
There you
it's
go.
like together thinning the hair tragedy.
Amazing. I think we should
Yeah.
start that.
I think anybody who does tell me that, I'm
Yeah.
like, that's actually already happening,
is
buddy.
actually
Have you
happening.
not seen the head of my hair?
Yeah.
That is the together thinning of the hair tragedy I have
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah. Thinning hair tragedy.
Yeah. So be very careful when you wish anybody Kong Hei Fa Choi. Try your best not to use the tone of Kong
Maybe
Hei
look at their head
Fa-
first.
Yeah, Fa
Because
Choi.
they might be like, are you making fun of me?
Exactly. And if they understood that from your bad tones, either they're really fluent Chinese speakers or they're listening to the podcast.
Right.
Or you are just, subconsciously just really mean.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, first of all, I hope everyone's getting their Lai See, giving their Lai See. If you know the rules, you have to give it to your building security guards.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really a rule, but, I'll put it this way. I always give my security guard Lai Sees. And
Well, you're about to take over your whole building, so you better give them
I better
Lai
give,
See.
yeah, exactly. I better
Yeah.
give my neighbors as well at this
Yeah.
rate, right? So what I normally do is, and every time I give it to them, and I always tell them like, so I remind them, I'm like, so now I want you to notice it. I want you to feel free to open it and remember this is my Lai See.
Yeah.
So if anybody comes to rob the building,
Oh, right, because you don't put your name on it.
you don't have to, yeah,
No.
you don't. But I mean, generally, I'm sure they're not going to wait. Oh, wait until the fourth,
Of course,
fifth day.
yeah.
I want to check what the fuck does this guy give me,
Yeah.
right? And so I always tell them, I'm like, so now remember, anybody robs the building, except the 6th floor. All right, do
Yeah.
not let them come in. Like, I want you to look at the lights here right now and
Yeah.
just compare and contrast.
But do you think they do that, like they bid you against other people?
I'll put it this way:
yeah.
like, if I were the security guard,
Yeah.
I would probably do that.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Right?
hey, 6th floor, give me this much.
Yeah, I mean, like,
What
put
are
it this
you
way.
giving me?
Yeah, like think of it this way. Okay,
How
let's
much
say,
security do you want?
number one, that.
Yeah.
And number two, this is a purely investment point of view. For example, let's say I know on, let's say, the 13th floor, these people are stingy as shit. They're assholes, right? Robber comes in the building. I not only will not stop him, I'll say, dude, 13th floor. Hit those guys up.
Yeah.
Make their lives miserable, rob them, whatever. They move out. Highly likely statistically, we'll get better neighbors
Yes.
who probably will give a better Lai See.
Yes.
Win-win for everybody.
Yeah.
Do you get it? The fact that if they're stingy already shows you that they're not going to be the building security guard, which means chances are if a building needs renovations or whatever, they're going to be the ones with the most friction. Of like, no, I don't want to use this tile. I want to use that tile, you know?
You know what I also conclude from this is that basically Lai See is a form of bribery.
Oh,
It's actual bribery.
it's dead obvious. Like, it's right over
You're
there,
like you're
man.
giving someone money
Yeah.
to do their job better or do their job at all.
Like, think of it this way.
That is bribery. Or like take it, like give you like special treatment. That is
Yeah.
the textbook definition of bribery.
Exactly. And the weird
And
thing
everyone's
is,
okay with it.
and number one, it's not nice to not take it.
Yes.
Like, I could go to the hospital and go to the doctor and be like, hey, man, kung facha, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? I just want to give you a bit of
Yeah.
Lai See, right? And then chances are I might suddenly get slipped up a bit earlier
Yeah.
into an earlier slot for the surgery. And then the things open up.
How did this happen? How did we just like, what is the word? Make bribery legal.
I mean, compared to all the other financial loopholes that Hong Kong has.
That is true.
I mean, like, we have a whole ton of them.
Yeah.
Where you can be like, wait, you can just do that? They're like, yeah. I'm like, wait, what? How's this okay?
I wonder if there is already a service because in China, Taobao obviously is great. One of the things that you can do in Taobao is to get somebody to line up for you. And do you have the service here?
So you can hire people for concerts. You mean lining up as in physically get
Yeah,
tickets?
yeah, yeah. To get
Oh, yeah,
tickets.
dude.
I was just like at Big House, of
Yeah.
course. Like we haven't mentioned it for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Big House, I was just picking up a cookie, our
Yeah.
favorite cookie.
Yeah.
And
Mo kind
yes,
of felt like Mo clearly that, but I can sense Viv would need a cookie today.
yes, I did actually.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah. So just to let you know, like, if anybody hasn't listened to this podcast, you know that I'm obsessed with the Bakehouse cookies.
Yeah.
And honestly, recently Bakehouse has had such a long line that I have not been getting cookies much.
There you go.
So I really
kind of
appreciate
felt
this.
it.
I really appreciate this. Yeah. I'm like, all right, and maybe this will soothe my my nerves and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're at the line of Bakehouse.
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes at least. I mean, it moves fast because it's obviously just pick up quickly.
Yeah.
But it's still like, I'm like, I wonder if there's someone who would line up. If you have time, you can probably just stand there and like people can go like do something else and they come back.
So this is the thing, right? I think maybe a few years ago when they were having concerts at the Coliseum in Hong Kong, especially the Cantopop concerts, I believe Sammy, one of the big Cantopop stars, she was having a concert and people had to queue up, right? And you could actually hire, it was pretty obvious. It's not that you could hire, it was obvious that you were hiring because you had a bunch of South Asian guys. That was a running joke.
Right.
When they're like, wait, Sammy has South Asian fans?
That's so funny.
Right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
these,
He's
like-
only Cantonese.
Oh,
right?
yeah. And you could clearly tell they're not here to buy tickets for themselves. They're here to buy tickets for someone else or
Yeah.
get tickets and resell them.
Sure.
Right? And it was
Yeah.
very obvious. And you had a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
And then everyone was asking me, like, Viv, why aren't you lining up? I'm like, first of all, no.
Yeah.
That's racist, number one. And number two, I'm like, because my rate's a bit too high for this kind of work, right?
It's also funny because you would be the one, if you're lining up, everyone is going to think you're
I'd
one
make
of
sense.
them.
I'd
But
make
in
sense.
fact, you actually
Yeah.
are understanding.
Exactly.
You do
Yeah.
understand.
Like, yeah,
when-
they'll be confused. Like, I don't know if he's trying to be one of them or he
Yeah.
really is a fan. This is both are very likely.
That's so
So
funny.
that is possible. You can hire people. I know, like, for example, the overnight shoes or when they launch certain shoes.
Or iPhones, maybe?
I believe so. Yeah, you have
Yeah.
those, and people line up. And what it is, yeah, because the idea is, it's not so much about hiring someone. It's just you do the math. You line up. You get the phone for let's say 5,000. You can resell it immediately for let's say 7,000 or 10,000. That's a $5,000 line.
So actually, I was always curious, what is up with the guy who stands sometimes in front of Central Exit with like a stack of iPhones? Because that's dead obvious.
Yeah,
What is
yeah.
going on with that guy?
So I believe what you can do is you can go to him with your old phones and try to sell them. Or if you get, like, for example, the typical Hong Kong company annual dinner, they're going to give like some sort of lucky draw, right?
Okay.
And every year there's the big draw, a big prize is probably like an iPhone or whatever.
Right, so he's just selling them. But is that legal?
He's not selling. No, he's buying.
Oh, he's buying your iPhone.
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
you get it?
I see.
So he's one of those. So if you go to the Apple stores, when they first launch the stuff, you'll have a bunch of guys standing outside the Apple store ready to buy your, because like every day you get a certain quota, right? Each person only one.
I see.
And they buy it, then they can resell it to, let's say, online or go to mainland China, whatever, and resell it, and they take a whole stack.
So I guess buying something from somebody is not illegal. If you're a regular customer who has a phone,
I just happen to resell that. I mean,
exactly.
yeah,
I
that's
can
okay.
sell it to whoever
It's a
I want.
secondhand thing. Yeah,
as
yeah.
long as you're not doing it clearly for business.
I mean, you can't get that many phones anyway, right? So when
Exactly.
you're lining up, you get like maybe one, maybe two maximum. So even it's like same with the milk powder.
So that
right?
means I can stand in front of the MTR and be like, I am buying your iPhones.
Yes.
That's okay.
yeah.
Huh.
'Cause
But
if you
you
go to
can't really sell them back because now you have a volume. You have like 10 or whatever. and
Yeah,
that's
but
like
you have, I mean, to sell 10 iPhones.
on the street.
I mean, you won't sell it on the street
Yeah.
because that's not where the money is. Right?
Yes,
The
yes,
money's
right.
online when people actually want to buy directly from you, and you're like, I'll
Yeah.
get you one, and you give me a deposit, I'll go get you a few of the iPhones.
Oh, that's so interesting.
yeah, if you go
Yeah.
to Hyson Place outside the Apple Store, same deal. You get a few guys sitting over there with their.
So he's buying your iPhones. He's not selling them.
no, he's buying it.
That's so
Yeah, yeah. So
interesting.
some of them
so
you
he's just
buy-
sitting there with a stack of cash, which also means you
Correct.
can just rob that guy. He's probably
Exactly.
there with a bunch of cash.
Exactly, right over there. Now, from my understanding, what I've seen before is that he doesn't sit there with the cash. You come up to him, he checks the phone. Their phone is good. He calls this guy who then comes up with the cash.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
'Cause
So
I'm
even,
sure they
yeah,
thought
because
about this
someone
whole thing.
thought like, yeah, exactly.
I mean, like, let's put it this way: people who are doing this kind of business are probably thinking, like, how can I scam the next guy, right? And so, like, if I were them, I would rob this guy, and I'm not keeping the cash with me, right? So that's the funny thing is that you can actually go, and I remember way back, I might have done this before, where you can go shop to shop. So in Mongkok, in this mall called Sincere Mall, seen that it's famous for secondhand phone shops or phone repair, right?
Sure.
And you just go there with your phone and be like, all right, how much are you gonna give me for this? How much are you gonna give me for this, right?
Yeah.
Just go shop by shop.
But isn't that like that also means that market is ripe for like stolen phones, right?
Oh,
yeah.
dude.
Like,
Like-
anyone who just steals a phone, just go there, and,
Absolutely.
like, get rid of it.
Absolutely, man. Like
Wow.
this is like a common thing. Hence why people would rather lose their wallets than their phones.
Right.
Because there's no resale value of the wallet. No one's like, hey, you want this octopus card? Nobody gives a shit, right?
No,
But
yeah.
For the phone, they're like, yeah, I could totally take that because if the phone condition is good, or they even go and take the gadgets inside and sell because there's a whole market for that as well.
Yeah, of course. Like, yeah, the parts inside are mostly good, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you
yeah.
don't really get
Correct. Yeah. So
old
you
or
have all
whatever.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I tell people like a lot of guys when they drop their phone and it cracks the screen. Just if you're not gonna repair it, go to these places. They might give you like some little loose change, whatever.
Sure.
But still, it's like
money. Yeah,
still
if you
money.
get like whatever 500
Yeah,
Hong Kong
yeah.
for
What do you
an
care,
old
right?
iPhone, it's like
yeah.
you're just gonna keep it at,
Yeah.
at home for
Yeah,
for no
exactly.
reason,
So yeah, that's a common practice, and people will go there to buy secondhand phones because number one, either they can't afford it, or it's like a pretty brand new phone. Like what normally happens is that someone gets the phone as a gift, right? And then they open it up and they're like, you know what, fuck, I don't really like it, you know. And then they're like, shit, I'll just sell it. And then the buyers will buy it for let's say $2,000 and sell it for $4,000 right there, $2,000
Amazing.
done. Oh yeah.
Where is this again?
Sincere seen that. I think it's in Mongkok. If you take the MTR station, go to exit D for dog. Keep walking straight. You'll see this mall just before you hit like the 7-Eleven where all the red minibuses are.
Oh, right.
It's
so
a white
like,
colored
is that
mall.
Dundas?
No, it's not done. Dundas is the other side.
Okay.
But I know what
That's-
you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Near
Because the
Dun-
minibuses to Sai Kung are there.
Yeah, that's Dundas Street. No, I'm talking about the other red minibus that goes to, let's say, Kowloon City and all that.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the
yeah.
other side of Nathan Road.
Correct. Yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
Okay.
There.
So
So,
exit
yeah.
D of Mongkok.
Yeah. So
Got
you
it.
get that.
Wow,
But I mean,
it's really interesting.
I mean, I'll put it this way though. The fun thing is that every year I've like emceed a lot of company annual dinners, right? And usually every year, this is a good way to see how well off the company is. Normally, most companies, their big prize is the new iPhone,
Right.
whatever version. I can't even keep track anymore. It doesn't
yeah.
really
What is
matter.
it like? Where are we at now? 15?
I have no
I-
idea.
I
Something
genuinely
Pro
don't know.
Max, something shit
Yeah.
like that. I mean, honestly, I don't use an iPhone, so I have no idea. Nor
Same.
do I care.
Yeah.
So you have that. Every now and then. So I've always said that my favorite thing is when I see the lucky draw list and I can play with it. So obviously you have the typical like, Dyson vacuum cleaner, right? Oh, hair dryer, all right. And the running joke is real simple. That what I do is if the hair dryer and someone bald gets it, or someone, I'm like, I hope you have hair to win this prize, right?
Right.
Or like, let's say it's a spa treatment or a makeup set, and I'm like, I bet if it's a guy, then good luck tonight, stuff like
Yeah.
that. And then so you get the phone, right? And then some companies, what they do is they add on cash, straight to let's say $20,000 cash.
Whoa.
Yeah, as a prize, right?
Yeah.
And I love those because I can hype those up like crazy.
Of course.
So for example, let's say it's a phone, right? And the next two prizes is $10,000, and the next prize is $20,000 cash, all right? So I'm like, and the next prize is $10,000, and everyone's like, going
Yeah.
crazy. I'm like, oh yeah, and then the winner comes up, right? And I know the next prize is $20,000, and I'm like, all right, we have one more prize, everybody. Let me ask you a question. What do you think about $10,000? Everyone's like, yeah. I'm like, is that enough? No. What about 12,000? No. And now they realize what I'm doing, right?
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
15,000? No. I'm like, guess what? The prize is 20,000. They're like,
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so good.
so good,
Yeah.
right? All right. Then you have that. And shocking to me, for 1 year, I got a company where they gave 2 days annual leave extra. And that
yeah,
prize
yeah.
got a bigger reaction than $20,000.
Only 2 days.
2 days.
That is crazy though, because if you put a money value on it, there is
Yes.
no way the 2 days are worth
Yeah, exactly.
20,000.
Yeah, exactly,
Unless
right?
you're making 120,000.
Unlikely, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
very unlikely.
but like the concept of I just suddenly got 2 extra days.
Right.
They're like, this is the shit. Because you
Yeah.
can actually, because this is what I realized. Like $20,000 is just a number and like, whatever. It goes in my bank, whatever, right? But the idea of I have 2 extra days, I can do whatever I want. That is just like, I can see that exactly.
Yeah.
I can totally see that happening. And I want that.
Right.
And not just that, it's like I can now dangle that over my colleagues and be like, I'm going to take another day
Yeah.
off. Fuck it, And you can use it anytime.
Yeah.
So that's what I learned. It's like that power. The $20,000, technically, I'll be honest. Like when you get the $20,000, your husband or wife's going to see it. Your kids will need it. All that shit's going to happen. And then eventually you're going to find out that you have a lot of problems. But when you have that annual leave, the husband, wife, kids cannot touch it. That's yours. And that is why it's so
Yeah.
precious. And yeah, those
And I
are
guess
fun.
also it's one of these things. Like if you win $20,000,
Yeah.
maybe your colleagues are already richer than you, so you can't really quantify
Yeah.
like who has more money at the end.
And you don't
but
get to
the
enjoy
2
it.
annual leaves,
Yeah.
that actually everyone in the office knows that's the guy with more annual leaves.
Yeah,
than us. So it gives you a bit of a bragging rights
Exactly.
as well.
Yeah. So
that's a
that's
good
the
point.
power, really. And then so you have that, and then now I do know during China, the Chinese New Year time, you have to have like you go visit family, all that blah blah blah, all that
Yes.
stuff, right? Which is why half the stuff is closed because everyone's visiting family, blah blah blah.
Yeah, so I guess a lot of the families don't really live in the main areas, right? Like they live in like bigger
Suburbs and everything. Yeah.
suburbs.
The quote unquote suburbs of
Sure,
Hong Kong,
yeah.
right? Like oh man, the 20-minute distance that we have to
Yeah,
travel to
Kowloon
go there.
Tong or
Oh no,
something. Yeah.
So a lot of those you have that, and usually the older family. So you go visit the older generation, obviously, right? And highly likely they're not living in the city because why should they and why would
course.
they, right?
Yeah.
So you have that, and it just gives a bit more leeway because you can't just go there and be like hi bye bye. You have to go sit there, talk about who's getting married next, all that shit.
Yeah.
And then you do all that, and then finally, I believe it's the 3rd day, which is this coming month. It was basically today. You should not be visiting family.
Why is that?
Because they call it check how, which is like that's the day when everyone gets into arguments. Because you've been visiting each other for 2 days already.
Right.
They're like,
So
yeah, fuck you,
everyone
man.
is getting on each other's nerves.
Yeah.
So what are you supposed to do traditionally on that day?
I think you just stay at home.
just
Just stay at home, and that's also
because
why
you can't clean either, right?
I think by that day maybe I forget now.
I
but
mean,
then-
you're supposed to clean. I wonder how the cleaning, and I don't mean to sound ignorant, like how the cleaning rules work. Because when you are doing family big dinners, you're still cleaning. Not just the dishes, but you still have to clean
I
around
guess
a bit,
ignorance
right?
is bliss. When you're like, I didn't see it get clean, so it never happened. You have that probably.
Like what like for the cleaning rules, what is allowed and what is not
So
allowed?
from what I've understood from my reading is that you should not be sweeping the floor and everything because you sweep away the good fortune.
Sure.
You're not showering because you want to wash away all your good luck.
Okay.
You're not cutting your hair. You want to cut away all the good stuff. And the noodles have to be one long strand, not cut up into short strands.
Okay.
Hence why hair salons before Chinese New Year raises their prices with additional fees.
Right, because it just gets slammed anyway.
Yeah. And they know after Chinese New Year they're like, not happening. Even shoes. That's why the shoe stores always go on sale or during Chinese New Year when they open again because nobody likes to buy shoes because depending on the sound of the word shoe, which is high, sounds like rough. So they don't want to, buy rough stuff. You get it?
Yeah.
So you don't buy shoes because of the sound.
That's so interesting.
So if you look at
it's so funny, the shoes sound like rough or 4 sounds like death. It seems to me that it's anything that you don't it's almost like denial of
Just
the
don't
thing
say it,
that
just don't say it. Yeah.
don't say it.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is actually fascinating because back home we also do that a bit with the diseases. Like if someone has cancer,
don't
no one
mention.
says the word cancer.
Yeah.
Cancer is just
he has that thing.
Yeah, he has something bad, he has the unspeakable, literally.
Yeah, the unspoken.
He has the unspeakable word. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. It's just so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's really, people, really, you think this is gonna, do a big deal? But then again, all subconscious, the whole affirmation that if you say it enough,
That's
you
it, I
believe it.
think.
So
Yeah.
if you say the word death enough, you feel like I'm gonna die soon.
Right.
And I think it's 2 ways, right? So with Chinese New Year, what I find is that I really enjoy the fact that you have the running gags of go meet the family, say the bullshit, wish you good health, and no one has good health, all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And the other thing though is that it's the awkwardness of how much Lai See do you give who. That to me is just fun because it's
Yeah.
okay, this is my father and mother-in-law, what's going on over here? Or like
there's so many rules.
Yeah. It's like Chinese weddings as well. When you go to Chinese wedding, you have to give the like. I'm right. You have to give.
I'm supposed to receive because I'm like one of the few unmarried people.
Yeah,
among my
you
friends. And you too.
Yeah.
We're supposed to receive Lai See from all of our married friends. Hello, Garen and Cassie.
Exactly, expected. And the best thing is Pay Me now allows you to do it digitally.
Oh, yes, exactly.
So again, hello, Garen and Cassie. Right? You have that. But I don't know, like I'll put it this way, is that I very much prefer the red envelope giving.
I agree.
Rather than digital thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it just doesn't have
but
the same thing.
But at the same time, it doesn't feel the same, of course. You don't feel like, oh shit, I just made money.
Yeah.
Like, it feels great
and
receiving the cash.
The fun of opening the envelope, going like,
but then it's also an excuse, like people will be like, oh, we haven't met, that's why I didn't give you one. That's why the Pay Me is great also, because like, no, you can't just pay.
Them, be like, Kong buddy. So just, hey.
So hello?
Yeah. Like, if you do notice, you WhatsApped me, and the same number is my baby number.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get to work.
But at the same time, when I was walking around over the weekend, it seems like there is basically only Chinese tourists right now. I read that there is apparently we're expecting 1 million Chinese tourists over the holidays.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, I mean, Hong Kong is almost 8 million. 1 million at the same time is
tourists,
insane.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. 1 million people being tourists. Wow, that's crazy. That's
all from mainland. Just
yeah. So more than 10% is just tourists. Like that's crazy.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, either that tells you a lot about the family relations that they have in mainland China when you have 1 million people deciding not to be at home. Or
well, that's a tiny proportion though. That's a tiny fraction.
Yeah. So I mean, if 0.0001% of your population has bad family relations, I think that's perfectly fine.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah. They're like, this is, in fact, this is the great thing.
Yeah. But then you have places like Bakehouse or whatever that like cater to tourists like this. That means the people working there have to be
they
have to work.
Slammed.
Yeah.
I just want to give a shout out to all the Bakehouse staff, especially here in Soho.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're completely
like
slammed.
I remember,
and also you have to be standing up. All of them are standing up.
Right? Look, I've been there before. So morning time's the best. So sometimes if I have an early morning start, I can pass by and see that okay, these guys are still all right.
Yeah.
But dude, by 6 p.m. I'm like, I don't know how you do it.
Yeah.
Like I thought I have
it's
a tough
also
life.
a small shop too.
Small shop, it's non-stop.
I feel like they will probably eventually take over someone, like somewhere from their neighbors.
Yeah, they should.
The Maison Lebanais behind them. It's like a big building. They can probably take over the whole thing.
Make the whole thing, the Bakehouse thing. Oh, yeah. They can totally do it. I think, look, from a business point of view, the fact that you have more demand than supply is very good.
Of course.
Why would I take that away?
Yeah.
However, from a purely humanitarian point of view, it's kind of like, dude, that's really brutal. Like, come on. I mean, you can.
Well, I hope these guys get paid well.
That number one, and I'm like, I really feel bad as in like they need more manpower because the shop's so small they can only have so much manpower anyway. But I'm like, come on,
but
guys,
they're making the stuff fresh there in that tiny shop.
Yeah, they're doing. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I respect to that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying is I'm like, I just feel bad for the staff because I'm like, look, they're really putting their hearts in. Like these guys are not like whatever.
Yeah,
they're smiling, they're doing their thing, and the tourists are gonna ask, what's this? What's that? They have to explain clearly.
Right.
And I bet you they've asked like 1,000 times. Like, oh God.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that's the thing though. I'll give you this though. Like I had told them before last year in like December, I'm like, hey, I'd love to do like a private comedy show just for you guys because I really want to say thank you.
Yeah.
You guys have been really nice to me.
Oh,
the cookies
nice.
are awesome. Yeah, I told them, right? And I was like, look, let's arrange something. Like, oh, okay, sure, no problem, right? And I was like, I just want to ask you, like, purely from a you point of view, would you rather go home after a day or go to a show?
Right.
They're like, honestly, I'd rather go home. I'm like, I totally get it.
Yeah, they're
totally
standing up the whole time.
Yeah.
They're just tired.
And I'm like, it's not a matter of entertainment.
And also imagine how many people they even see every day.
The last thing they need is to watch another person and have to pay attention,
Yeah,
and I'm like, I totally get it. There are so many days when I tell people like, there are days when I'm like, I just want to be home. I just want to sit at home and just like zone out.
Yeah.
This lunar/Chinese, whatever New Year you want to call it, is the time when I zone out. Like these are the next few days, you will notice that what I do is I pretty much don't care about WhatsApps and everything.
Yeah.
Unless it's urgent, I'm like, I don't really care.
Right.
And like anybody who wishes me happy Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year, all on my WhatsApp.
Yeah. You just give them a thumbs up.
Yeah. I'm like really generic with that because I'm like, look, you were generic with your forward. Let's be honest. That was not.
You're already forwarding a message to me. You're not even writing it. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. We haven't ever spoken since the last.
But that is what the holidays are for. Like it's the same as Christmas for like, Western
just completely
culture.
Shut down, right?
Yeah. You just shut down. You just eat and watch dumb movies or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, and this is the one I know, and this is so precious to me because I know this is the only one time in the year that I know for sure I will not be getting booked for anything, nor should I need to worry about responding because they don't want to deal with me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, these few days are sacred as hell.
I mean, especially for you and me to some extent, that like right after the holiday, pretty much, we're going on a pretty big tours.
Yeah, going to Australia, doing shows over there. Yeah, man.
And then you have New Zealand as well, right?
Yeah.
So you haven't been to New Zealand before, right?
Never been there before. So I'm really looking forward to that. I mean, lucky for me, so far so good. I've done these kinds of tours before, so I know what to expect. But of course, with these things, you never know.
Of course. And whenever it's a new market as well, because you're doing some cities in Australia that you haven't done before,
yes,
right?
I haven't done that before.
So whenever it's a new market, it's always like, challenging, exciting.
Exactly. I mean, so the fun thing is, though, is that it's really made me rethink about this show this year. So what I'm actually doing is I'm doing a half and half. In other words, I'm doing like a 30 minutes of like all new stuff and 30 minutes going to my old school, super old, like 2014 material about my life.
Yeah.
And I get like pretty much no one has heard this.
No, of course, because you always make new fans too.
Yeah, you have new fans. And number one, and number two, I'm like, these are new cities, and it's always been my thing where I want to every new city I go to, I go to my basically my origin story.
Yeah,
and that's my origin story comedy bit where I talk about growing up in Hong Kong, going to Chinese schools and everything. I'm like, I think that would be a good way to start off.
That's great. Yeah, I've seen bits of it in English here and there.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's amazing.
Yeah, so there we go. I'm still working on some of the content, but hopefully,
I mean, we do have a lot of listeners in Australia. So where are you gonna be? Like Melbourne?
So I have Melbourne, and then
2 weeks, right?
Yeah, 2 weeks in Melbourne, and I come back to Hong Kong for a gig I can't get out of, and then I go back to Auckland, then I go to Brisbane, then I have Sydney, and then Perth.
Very
and
good.
then I'm done. And then I come back to Hong Kong.
And all these dates are on your website.
Yes. All you have to do is just go to aunz.funnyvivek.com. It's all over there.
Nice.
Like all
we'll leave it in the show description as well.
So we have that as well. Other than that, I mean, I'm just looking forward to it. It'll be fun.
Well, at least you are touring, because it seems like Hong Kong is being kind of cursed with the things, tours being cancelled.
Yeah.
So aside from the
Rod
Messi
Stewart,
drama,
right?
Rod Stewart just cancelled. I think actually it's kind of funny because he's not just Hong Kong. When I first saw it, I'm like, Hong Kong is going to flip out.
Yeah.
But he actually cancelled everything except Japan and Singapore. Which is so weird.
Yeah,
so
weird.
far, as the time of this recording, they're still up, because I saw people debating it online. It's like, it's unforeseen because he canceled Taiwan, he canceled Philippines and Hong Kong. And it was like, okay, maybe he's sick, whatever, blah, blah. But Japan and Singapore so far are still up. And everyone's just having a lot of conspiracies. Like, because it's Live Nation shows, and I haven't worked for Live Nation. Hopefully they don't come for me for this. But having worked for them, if they can cancel sometimes for low sales, and they're not going to say it. They're just going to say unforeseen circumstances.
Rod Stewart, low sales, I don't really think so. Then again, I don't see much marketing anyway to start off with.
No, I only saw it on like
even know,
Instagram. Yeah, that is true. I mean, he's obviously a huge deal.
Yeah.
But like, is he...
Maybe the generation's
the
like
generation
gone,
thing. Yeah,
His
exactly. Because
generation's
he's
kinda
like
faded out,
70 something.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Unless he makes like a big deal, like this is my last ever tour. Like, because the Air Supply was here, and I think they did pretty well.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, so maybe again, it's hard to say. Then again, I mean, at 70 something, when you're Rod Stewart and you're not really doing it for the money, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, you're like, you know what? I just want to tick the box of I went to Asia.
Right. So
Yeah,
you're
I
just
wanna
going
see-
to pick like the easy countries or whatever.
In a way, and also like put it this way, is that because like it's you, if you want to be super racist in a way, he can tick the Asian box, because like first of all, in Singapore you get all sorts of people. He's got the Indians or this and that. He's like, all right, I got that one. Japan's like, I've got that one. So you can go back home and see, I got them all.
Right. That's true.
Technically, right?
But
what is Japan and Hong Kong to him? It's the same.
Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah. So he's like, why am I doing the same crowd?
Yeah, why is he doing Hong Kong and Taiwan? That's actually kind of silly.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
do it in one of them, and then whoever wants to see you
We'll fly down.
will
and watch.
fly down.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
an hour flight.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, same with like Singapore. Technically, anyone from Hong Kong it's no big deal flying down.
Oh
there to
man,
watch
people
it.
are flipping out about Messi playing in
Oh,
Japan
yeah.
too.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
so fun to see.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. Like when I saw Messi in good spirits in Japan and everything, I'm like, first of all, let's be very honest. It's clearly not a simple my hamstring was hurting issue.
no.
There was something more that's
It seems
bothering
like
him.
there's something more. Yeah.
There's something bothering him. But at the same time, I was like, dude, all respect, because like, and I think the one thing that the Hong government doesn't realize is that many people are loving this.
Yeah.
Because this is the one time the government's losing their shit. Right? And people
because
are,
they're getting so much public pressure.
number one, that.
Yeah.
And because the government was excited about it.
Yes.
And for
they
them,
pushed it. Yeah.
they pushed it, number one. And number two, don't forget, it's like they've canceled many events, let's be honest, okay? But they've never been at the short end of the stick. So this is the one rare occasion when they're like, but but why did you? Well, I wanted. They're like, it hurts, doesn't it? Huh?
Exactly.
It doesn't feel so good now, huh?
Yeah.
And people are loving it,
Yeah.
man. Just watching them lose their minds. Going like, we're gonna do this, and then they come back later. Oh, we can't.
We can't.
There's nothing
Yeah.
we can do. It's like, exactly, buddy.
Actually, the other guy, what's the other player's name? There was another famous player who I'm forgetting
Who also
now.
didn't play, right?
Yeah. Huh?
Did he?
He didn't play either.
Yeah, I
So
know,
the
I know.
number 2 also didn't play.
Yeah.
Which is and both of them played in Japan.
Exactly.
But like, so as the time of this recording, Tatler actually has went on yesterday and said they're gonna refund 50% of
Yes.
people's tickets,
Yes. Yeah.
which I genuinely think it's fair.
Very
because
fair.
of course they have a lot of expenses. I don't know
Yeah.
anyone at Tatler. I don't know nothing about the company.
Yeah.
But I'm sure, like, I don't know if they're losing money or not, but 50% seems like a lot. As someone who sells tickets for living,
Yeah, that's hard,
50% refunds on a full event
Let me put it this
that
way.
is sold out
I think
seems like a lot.
The performer singers all performed there, right? When they had the gem and all those people singing.
Yeah.
They're getting paid.
Yeah, of course.
Right? So there's a cost there.
Yeah, no one is doing it for free.
Yeah, the production, the advertising, all that stuff is all paid for. They're
Yeah.
not refunding. MTR's not going like, well, here's the billboard back and none of that, right?
Yeah.
They're paying for all that. It's highly likely, if you ask me, I think they're losing money on this one.
Yeah.
But if I were Tyler, I'd do the same because the amount of bad press you'll get,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, you're gonna sound like a scammy company.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
they are
Scam,
pretty
yeah.
established.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
But now that you're getting 50%, if you did like 10%, they'd be like, fuck you, you know?
Yes.
50% is like, you know what? I can live with that.
Yes.
So they found that middle ground, which I all props to them for finding that and doing it. And one of the running jokes is that whoever ripped up their ticket probably hates themselves now.
Right. Yeah.
There's
yeah.
that one. But then I feel like, I don't know, it's probably digital
yeah,
anyway.
they probably have an email of sorts.
I'm
yeah.
sorry, some way to contact.
No one just buys like
a
tickets
paper
from the
ticket
kiosk
and not have
anymore.
anything. Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
Yeah, no one's
you
doing that,
always
right?
buy online, especially for tickets like Messi because they were already getting snapped up quickly.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I'm sure,
yeah. So, but the problem is this though: if I bought a ticket secondhand, who gets
yeah,
the
you're
money?
screwed. This is why like the promoters say don't buy it secondhand.
Yeah.
Because of stuff like this.
Yeah.
But also here's another funny part. Like they were also selling tickets for the training session,
Yeah.
which Messi did show up for.
So what
But
happens over there? Right?
I don't think you get.
No,
it.
you don't
Yeah.
get that one. That's fair. I mean,
Yeah.
you paid for it was way cheaper anyways, like $800 or
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
right?
it was $800. Yeah.
Yeah, so you have
I mean,
that.
the prices are. I mean, it's just like anything in Hong Kong. The
Yeah.
price was like so over. It's just over the top.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
To
fair
see a
enough.
friendly game for like. Also, yes, it's probably the best player who ever done it by now.
Yeah.
So I understand. Even I am a
No,
big
but let's put it
football
this way:
fan.
for a person who's willing to spend $5,000 a ticket,
Yeah.
$5,000 is nothing
Of
to
course,
that person.
yeah, you're
Let's
not
be
like
very
taking
straight.
half your rent.
Yeah.
I understand.
You get it? So like it's in proportion to the people who are gonna afford it anyway.
Yeah, actually, that's true. Like a couple of days after that happened, I did a show in Soho House, and I opened by asking who had tickets to see Messi. And to Soho House now, every show is completely packed. It's 200 people.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
And I asked who bought tickets to see Messi, and at least 40 people raised their hand.
There you
It was
go.
a lot of people.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and it's that kind of
And
crowd.
that's the Soho House crowd.
Yeah,
So they don't care.
So it's that they're like, yeah, buddy, this is nothing to me, right?
Yeah.
So you have that, but I don't know. Like, I don't have any hard feelings. Number one, I'm not the victim. Number one, but
Yeah.
at the same time, I feel like if I did kind of get. I wouldn't. Now that I look back, I kind of get it because you see all the patterns. For example, he didn't really shake John Lee's hand and everything in the
Oh, he
beginning.
didn't?
He just walked behind. He just.
Oh.
You can see he was like, I just want to be
just
here.
disinterested. Yeah.
You know, and I totally get that as a performer. There are some gigs you go, you're like, I just don't.
Yeah. It just
I'm
doesn't care for
contractually
it.
obliged, fine. But and at his level, like if I'm not like at the top level, I'm like, you're just being a dick. Be professional.
Right.
But he's like the top. He's like, dude, I don't need any of this.
Yes, I don't need the money. I don't need the.
Yeah, I don't need nothing.
Why am I here?
Yeah, he should. If anything, he could have been like, I don't even want to go to Hong Kong.
Right. I think this is one of the things because they said that they asked him or someone from the organizer asked him at the game to like address because people were booing and stuff.
Yeah.
They're like, actually, you can probably just talk to them and be like, I'm so sorry, I'm injured or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And he's like, nah.
Yeah, you get it. So something must have bothered him, or
Yeah.
maybe okay. Let's go conspiracy theory on this.
Oh
one.
yeah, I love it.
I feel what must have happened is that he definitely was either reading some news or whatever and was looking at all the like, yeah, you know, you guys are all smiley and everything. But like, for all you know, he could have read some news where some sort of drama was banned because of this symbol. Or, you know, just it could have been way back to, let's say, some Chinese history or whatever, or even the protest, whatever. And he might have been like, no, because I feel like from what I've seen with all the press I've seen for Messi, I have seen nothing but good press about this guy.
Yeah, he
you know,
usually has good press.
and he's
yeah.
just like a person that's simple.
And
Like,
he's not a problematic person.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't like fight. Like his personal life is very like simple.
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I have so much respect for this guy. He's at the top of his game. Like
Yeah.
literally, I guarantee every single day, people are throwing money, women,
Yeah.
whatever he wants at him. And he's like, no, I have my wife that I've
Yeah.
been together for God knows how long. I
Yeah.
have my kids, and that's all I give a shit about.
Right.
You know, and like his attitude, his willingness to smile. I'm like, at this point, you don't have to meet nobody. Right? You can just be like, I don't want to talk to any of you
Yeah,
guys.
he can
Fuck you
also
all.
like pick like any world leader
Yeah.
to meet if he wants.
Yeah.
Or any famous person ever.
Yeah.
And they will come to him.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and I was like, and for this person to have a simple life like this, that shows you his personality is like,
Here's what I think happened. I think he watched expats on the plane coming here
Could
to like
be.
have an idea about it, and then he changed his mind about the city.
could
because-
be. Yeah. I mean, I feel it's a bit more than that simply because I'm like, yeah, it's one thing watching expats. I think the other one's definitely. Okay, as a, let's say, a soccer person, right? I'm sure he has gone through his tough times, and I'm sure many people have told him off and everything, but he just believed himself, right?
Yeah.
And he must have had many rejections before when people were like, no, you can't because the system doesn't allow it. And I'm sure he's simply basing on the fact that he has such a simple life and he can appreciate the simple, humble things that he has.
Yeah.
That shows that he will probably not look down upon even the small, let's say, footballer who's, you know, trying to make it work within his means. Which is why, like, when he did the Make-A-Wish Foundation thing, he did all that. He went to
Yeah.
the kid, you know, he's happy for that. Even with the training. Now, again, because there were kids at the training session,
Yeah.
that's why he was happy to help.
He was showing up. Yeah.
And I think that's his thing, was that he's like, I will always be there for kids who have hope and dreams.
Right.
Not
Not like
because-
the rich idiots who
Yes.
just like, yeah, I see now. Who
Get it?
think I'm like, they can just buy my
Yeah.
presents with money.
Yes. You
That
get
actually,
it?
that genuinely makes sense though.
I think so.
Yeah.
The reason why, because think about it. How many people must have come up with him like, hey, here's some money, man. Here's some money, do this. He's like, fuck off.
Yeah.
Right? And I can see that when a person has this type
And
of...
even maybe it's like at whatever penalty he personally has to pay is like,
Sure.
don't care.
Yeah.
What
My
is it gonna be?
integrity is
just
way...
put a number. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
exactly. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Right? And like, put it this way, like, even if he suddenly, like, I think like in Weibo, whatever, like he's getting like blacklisted, some shit like that. Not
Yeah.
official, but like basically negative comments.
Sure.
You're like, and?
Yeah.
Your point being
Yeah,
what?
I don't think you can actually do anything to the guy or even to his popularity. Really, it's like
Dude,
unless
Tiger Woods still exists. What is he worried about?
Yeah.
Why he didn't show up for a soccer match? Are you
Yeah.
mad? Like,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
this is nothing to me.
that's true.
You know, so I was really thinking about, because like a lot of people lose their minds, and I was like, I get it, but like I was trying to understand, and I was trying to get into his mind game when I was like, look, if I were him and I lived this type of a life, that tells you a lot about his personality. Number one.
Yeah.
Number two, soccer is such a game that is so globally loved, and you have people from poor places running to you, taking whatever little loose change they have to get a ticket to watch you.
Yeah.
That is the people he respect.
Yes.
You know, the guy who has a Rolls
Maybe he
Royce-
was just like he knew Hong Kong was just a rich city, and he just had no respect for like the people,
And I
the type of people who would go watch it.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
like
You
they
get it?
think you can just buy my
Yeah.
like dance monkey basically, and
Yeah.
he's like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
know, and I could totally get it, because I've done gigs before. Like, I'm not trying to compare myself. I've done the same
Yeah.
thing, you know. But like, I've done gigs where like you're there, and same with you, right? You did that terrible rich person
Yeah,
gig and
yeah.
everything. You're like, you see,
Of course.
just because you have money doesn't mean shit.
no.
Right?
Yeah.
In the same way. And I'm sure because of that, if one day someone's like, hey man, so I have this party, right? It's gonna be a tent, you know, all my friends will be drunk, but here's a chunk of money,
Yeah.
you know, dance for us. And you'd be like, no,
No. Yeah.
I'm not gonna do this.
no.
Fuck you,
no,
you know.
Absolutely not.
Right? And I think that's the one thing I really respect, which was what I think that was the issue. Is that
For all what it's worth, this is the top English podcast in Hong Kong, produced in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
So for all what it's worth, Messi can come on here and clear his name if he wants.
no
to.
problem. I
The
mean,
invitation- yeah.
we'll hire a translator out of our own pockets.
Yeah.
I will
yeah,
show
yeah.
him sincerity
We'll pay for
in
it
that
with
sense.
Patreon
Yeah.
money.
Exactly. We
for
use
the
yeah,
translate-
not our podcast, but technically.
no,
yeah.
Patreon money.
yeah, exactly.
But he can come on here if he wants to
Yeah.
actually tell Hong Kong what
Yeah.
actually happened.
All right.
We'll give him the chance. Not the whole episode, but he can come on.
He can't take an hour,
No,
dude.
no,
like, excuse
that's
me, who the
crazy.
fuck are you? Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, he could just come on and like for like maybe 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, we'll give him 15
tell,
max.
tell
yeah.
quickly
Yeah.
what happened.
And what we'll do is, while he's doing his explanation, at the 14-minute mark, I'll give him the red light. Be like, your time's running out, buddy.
Yeah,
Let's
come
wrap
on.
it up. Wrap it up, man.
Yeah.
It's not a podcast, not about you. It's a messy podcast, but not a messy podcast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're trying to make it less messy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, come on, man. Your name's spelled wrong, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
yeah, he left already. He left
Oh
Asia.
yeah, straight up. Yeah, he I mean, they were staying at the Fullerton Hotel.
I saw that and I was like, that's so interesting.
I was like, all right, look at you, man.
Because someone tried to break in, actually. Like Chinese, like a mainland Chinese tourist.
Yeah.
Like break in and then they like cordoned off the whole thing.
Yeah. I mean, like, let's put it this way. Like, first
I want to see the team at the breakfast. The breakfast there is great, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
God damn it.
You would know.
Yeah.
No, it's a beautiful hotel. I'll give you that. The view is fantastic. Oh,
that's
my
good.
God.
That's good PR for them too.
Very good.
Because they had the logo everywhere, the press conferences.
Yeah. Everything. Because I'm sure they were a sponsor. Like they were probably giving the best, the suites and everything. Come on, dude. Like, are you mad? You're gonna get like what? I'll upgrade you guys to the double room. Shut up. Yeah. So okay, now. I remember seeing that guy just running in, trying to kind of charge it and everything. I'm like, this is what I mean by a lot of times where when you watch one too many online videos of people throwing tantrums, and you think like that might work for me.
Yeah,
like, this is what I've kind of don't understand. What I wouldn't say new generation, but like younger people. Where I'm like, look, watch those videos. Now, when you watch those videos, you see how they're failing.
Yes.
You see what happens is if you do the exact same thing, it's unlikely your outcome will be much different from them.
Yes.
Secondly, you are now charging into a venue where they are housing the top soccer players of the world.
Yeah.
And you think you, one person with no martial arts training, right, with no sports, background,
right,
is gonna just somehow weave your way through. Like this is why you don't watch movies that where don't watch Mr. Bean movies, okay?
Right.
Because you're like, if Mr. Bean could do it, I can do it. Like, no, that's all scripted, buddy. It's not real life.
Or don't watch John Wick either and think like you can probably pull off something. It's like,
dude,
okay, there's about 50 guys. Like John Wick's like,
exactly.
all 50 guys. I have a plan.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, I can do the same thing. No.
Well, if he was inspired by John Wick, problem is forgot his dog. That's why he failed.
Yeah.
The dog would have distracted the guards, man. They'd be like, oh, so cute, oh. And you're like, bye.
But I mean, on the topic of people having meltdown, like I did actually like think about it the other day. I took Annie before she left to the races. Great time.
Happy Wednesday, right?
Yeah, happy Wednesday. Great time at the races. But like when we were leaving, we're taking the bus back to Central, and we were lining up for the bus. There's like a lot of people leaving the races. So we followed the queue. And by the time the bus came, turns out actually the queue for this bus is from the other side. So now there is two queues going into the door.
Yeah.
But like a lot of people from our queue are also going into this bus. It's not just us.
Yeah.
It just happens that by the time we were up to get in the door, the guy in front of us at the main line, the real line, started yelling at us because he was like, you're not supposed to queue here.
Yeah.
You're supposed to queue there. And it was exactly that moment you're thinking of because he just lost. I just happened to be the target.
Yeah.
I don't believe it was like a racial thing. It's just whoever was in the front of the line would have been the target anyway. But he just lost it. He's like, you're not supposed to queue here. Like, this is the line. This is not the line. And for a second, it's just one of these things. I'm like, am I going to end up being the guy on video, on people's phones, like yelling back? And I just let him, like, I literally, because he's talking, he's not even going on the bus.
Yeah.
I'm not going on the bus because I'm getting yelled at.
Yeah.
So I just, like, stood there. We yelled for solid 20 seconds.
Yeah.
And I just went, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
And that just, like, confused the hell out of him. Because he was waiting for the engagement. And I'm like, I'm not going to give you that. And I'm like, after you, sir.
Yeah, exactly.
And he just didn't know what to do. And he just kept yelling, of course it's after me. I'm like, you already...
Yeah.
There is nothing to do now.
Yeah. You diffuse him completely.
Yeah. And Annie actually said the same thing. She's like, Annie's like, oh yeah, that really confused him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah. I'm like,
dude, yeah.
I told her, like, there is no winning in this situation.
No.
There is no winners.
Yeah.
He might have thought it's a winner. But actually, as the journey went on, I reflected. I'm like, I think I know what happened. This guy just lost a bunch of money at the races.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
That's why. He's just frustrated. He's going to take it out on something.
Somebody, yeah.
And I just happened to be like, oh, okay, this is...
Hey, man, for all you know, what you did is a humanitarian effort.
I probably did his wife and kids
Exactly,
a favor.
I was going to say that.
Yes.
He's probably go home, go yell at them, and like, why don't you make more money? I lost our money, but actually I lost my money, and all stuff. And now he's like vented out, he's confused by you.
Yes.
He goes home and asks his wife, like, why did the guy do that? And the wife's like, I don't know, maybe he's crazy. Like, I guess I'm not that crazy, huh?
Yeah.
And then he's like, you know what? The good thing is that I still have you. And she's like, yeah, I have you. And the son's like, Daddy, I can't sleep. That's okay. You know. And then all of a sudden now, dude, maybe because of that effect, maybe in like 30, 40 years later, the son grows up.
Yeah.
Remembers the dad telling the story of the bus story where the moral of the story is there's no point yelling at strangers and be kind to them.
Yes.
Right? And that happens. The son grows up to be like some sort of big president.
Yeah.
Egypt is like, we're going to go to war on you. He's like, fuck you.
I might have saved the world.
I'm telling you, man. And the son's like, no, Egypt, we're not going to go war on you.
Right.
We're not going to go war because war is raw, all that shit. He'll do like the whole WWE thing, right? And, and then he's like, what do you mean war?
Triple H music in the back. Time to play.
Yeah, right. Exactly. He just like, what? He's like, and then he just kind of like, let me ask you this, Egypt. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? He's like, what? He's like, exactly. Yeah. You don't want to go to war anymore. I was like, no. I'm like, there we go. I diffuse the situation again with confusion.
Yeah, it was just like one of these things. Like when when something like this happens, you've seen these videos so many times because for a split second you want to react.
Yeah.
But then like you almost run the whole scenario in your head. You can stand there arguing with him. It's like, no, but all of these people already did.
Yeah.
Like this was a line. Actually, where is it on the ground?
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
As funny as it sounds, it's so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And it's like we're also the bus is not like there is one seat left.
Yeah.
It's a double-decker bus.
Just go in. Yeah.
Empty.
Yeah. Just relax. Just go in, dude.
Okay. Everyone is gonna get seats.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, like, after he was like, "Of course, it's after me."
Yeah, I know. That was such
he just wants to get
like,
planned.
yeah, you just had to have the last word.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, right?
Just go.
Let me tell you, you know why you could handle it this way? Mindfulness, dude.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, for sure, right?
Yeah,
dude,
100%.
you have no idea. Like, I've been telling people, and they're like, dude, how are you? I'm like, let me explain something to you, you fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Right? I am very much aware of how I am acting certain ways.
Yes.
Whereas you're just acting on the impulse.
Exactly.
I know the impulse, and I'm like, nah, I don't really care.
Yes.
Right? And it's really fair, because like I got an interview before, and my go-to response every time I'm like, what do you think about, when people discriminate you? And my response is, I'm too busy to be discriminated.
Right.
I have shit to do, dude.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, how can you just not care? I'm like, because I'm so big. What?
Yeah.
How's this difficult?
Yeah.
And I think, I'm such a big believer on that, where you get to that level where you can see what's going on, but like, no.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's a lot of things here. Like this city will also just like you don't have the luxury of just being offended a lot of the times by a small thing. It's the same thing as like if someone like bumps you on the MTR. That's why it happens. It's like I'm not gonna stand here and fight you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, sure, you win. Yay.
You win. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. You got in split second ahead of me.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
It's like-
I know. I think, and that's the one thing I find is that people in Hong Kong live longer. Number one.
Yeah.
Because at some point you just
I
can
think you
tolerate.
live too long.
You live
it's
too long.
kind of crazy.
Yeah, some of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
The big house line is a bit too long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, but I think at some point you kind of get to where you're like, no.
Yeah.
Just whatever.
I think
dealt
it's
with
an age
anything.
thing too.
It's an
like,
age thing as
yeah.
well, and also that's the mindset where like after a while you're like, what? This is not going to piss me off.
No.
Which is why a lot of times I think cancel culture will not really happen in Hong Kong.
Not in a million years.
Yeah, not so much about respect. It's because like after a while we're like, I got shit to do.
Yes.
Are you gonna get canceled? No, fuck it, dude. Let's just get on with our lives.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Like, why would you? People who try to cancel other people in general are the ones who are dedicating a lot of their time to make a case or whatever.
Yeah.
To like get put this person away or like make them not have a career or something. It's like no one here has the time for that. Let's say I don't like somebody because of their material is offensive.
Yeah.
And I want to cancel them. I don't have time.
Yeah.
To like what? To write a paper
It's not
and
worth
make
it.
a Twitter account. It's like no, just like the worst I will do is like tell people if they come up to be like, they kind of suck.
Yeah.
Or like the material is not good
Yeah,
or
yeah,
it's
fuck 'em.
offensive.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
That's it. I'm like, or if someone directly asks me, would you support this artist or whatever? Be like, no.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to go out of my way to
Yeah, which is why even after all these happy Wednesdays, the Jockey Club knews full well that this bus chaos happens every week, right? And every week, I guarantee, if you go back, there'll be one person that goes,
That
every
is very
week,
true.
right?
Yeah.
And nothing gets changed.
Yeah.
Because the guy gets on the bus, he's like, I got to go back to work tomorrow.
Yes.
Fuck it. Just get on with their lives. And I think that's the issue where this is why it's good and bad. We're so busy. We have no time for this bullshit. Obviously, nothing gets fixed in a way.
Yes.
However, that's a good thing where it's like, dude, if you don't like it, just don't fucking go to it.
Yes.
And I was listening to a podcast with Dave Chappelle and everything. He was like, yeah, I mean, you bought a ticket to my show. You don't like what I say, then don't buy a ticket. It's as simple as that. Right?
Yeah.
So I kind of see that. Well, I'm like, I see the same way. Now, there's two folds. Real quick, I'll tell you this or that. On one hand, obviously, we're too busy for everything. So it's like saying the roses are dead and nobody's got time to fix the roses. So now the whole garden looks like shit.
Sure.
On the other hand, you guys have so much time that you're picking on the roses so much that you're like, dude, just let it go,
Just
dude.
let
Let it go. The rose is fine. No, they're not growing. It's like, oh my God, dude, get a job.
You have no patience and you're staring at it the whole day. Just go do
it's not gonna
something
help.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which comes down to mindfulness.
Yes.
If you are aware that the flower is dead, be okay with it being dead.
Try to grow a new flower.
Yeah, exactly.
Grow a garden of your own.
Grow the flower in your mind.
Be the flower.
Be the flower in your mind. You know.
It's very interesting time in Hong Kong. This is the first time we are. Last year we didn't have the fireworks.
Oh yeah, we're getting fireworks this year.
Are we getting? When are they usually? By the way,
tonight? No, it's first. It should be the first
is
day.
It the first day?
Should be
So
the
as
first
the
day,
day
yeah.
of recording today. Oh, is it actually tonight?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, all right. So
Should
I
be.
guess that happened already.
Yes.
Let's see. I might go watch it because I have not much else to do.
Yeah.
Great. All right. Fireworks back in Hong Kong. Rod Stewart not back in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Messi never gonna go back to Hong Kong.
You know what's ironic?
Yeah.
If Messi actually did say he wants to come back to Hong Kong, I bet you the government would be like, sure,
Of course. Can you please play this time?
Yeah, just, you know. And he says, no, I will definitely play. They're like, all's forgiven.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Happy Lunar New Year, everyone. Happy Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
Happy Asian New Year.
Yeah.
All of the New Years. We wish you. How do you like? If you say Kong Hei Fa Choi, that's one word,
Yeah.
which is
Okay, so
thinning,
if I just
thinning,
wishing
hair,
you,
thinning hair.
Yeah. Gong hei fa joy. That's like the thinning.
Yeah.
So gong together, hey, thinning, hair, fat, and then joy, tragedy. So yeah. Gong hei fa joy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what other ways can we say it?
Incorrectly?
Like correctly?
Oh, correct. So you got a lot of the terms. So you got 恭喜發財, which is wish you good fortune. You got 身體健康, which is wish you good health. You got 龍馬精神, which is I hope you have the spirit of the dragon and the horse.
Okay.
You have that. That's
yeah,
pretty good.
龍馬, okay.
Yeah, 龍馬.
Yeah, I got that.
You got that one. You got 萬事如意, as in like 10,000 things all work out the way you want it to work out.
Wow, 10,000 is a lot.
That's
if
a lot,
If I have
man,
like 10 things that I want to work out,
Yeah.
that would be amazing.
Go big or go home, buddy.
Yeah, true.
Nobody says 10
Do
things.
you
work.
usually say all like many
You
of
can-
them
no.
at the same time?
So basically, you'll see a lot of people like, 恭喜發財, 身體健康, 萬事如意. Like they'll do a few like combos, you know.
Yeah.
Think of it this way: it's like playing Mortal Kombat. Which
Yeah.
combination are you AABA or ACQA? You know which one you're doing. So
yeah.
like usually there are a few that you don't like. For example, you 快高長, that is like I hope you grow tall faster.
What?
You know?
Is that for kids?
Yeah, for kids. Yeah,
That's
you know.
so funny.
Yeah, you have 快高長, that for kids generally,
Yeah.
and then you have 馬到功成, is like when the horse arrives, the job gets done, kind of a thing. You have
Right,
those as
yeah.
well. I think what else is there?
Wow, that's many of them. That's really
Yeah,
cool
yeah.
because whatever Christmas is.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah. It's
3
just
or
like
4.
No, there's a whole bunch like Hot Ip Chunbo. It's like basically I hope your studies improve. That's for kids as well. And then Sang Yi Heng Long, which is like for business, which is we hope your business is always is booming.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch, dude.
Nice.
Yeah. So but normally everybody goes to the San Tai Kin Hong, which is I hope you good health.
Yeah.
That's always the easy
That's
one.
always the easy one.
Yeah, and obviously with comedy we always go with the Siu Hao Sang, which is that we hope your laughing mouth's always open. yeah. So you have that.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a whole
Alright.
bunch, dude.
Whichever combination you are using, I wish you that combination because
Yes.
I can't repeat any of them except for Gong Chi Fa Choi. That one I
Yay.
also know.
Yeah.
So anyway, Happy New Year, everyone. Thanks for all the support. Send the episode to a friend. Subscribe to Patreon. We love you. Bye bye.